Super, thank you. Welcome back, everyone. This is Robert at Custodian File. Today is May 21. Appreciate all your past support, all your questions. Keep them coming. I'm going to do my best here to show you the best UFO fast-moving dragon videos that are from around the world. Okay, what we have here is Anthony, Arizona. He takes a picture. Obviously, there's no airplanes in the sky, not that I know of. He captures a solo dragon. And what's interesting about this is the clicking sound. There's a tiny click. Remember, that happens like 8% of the time. It probably happens 100% of the time. It just depends on what direction the dragon is pointing. And obviously the camera catches the audio and you figure it out later. So it's probably 100%. We just statistically, the camera obviously has to be pointed, or the dragon has to be pointed exactly at you at the right angle. So it's great video. This is all you do. Look at this, is slowed down to 12%. By the way, I think that is a white orb in the also in the picture. I don't think that's a lens flare because it's moving faster than the movement of the sun. And it's kind of common for orbs and dragons to hang out. So wherever you see an orb, look for a dragon. Now, the opposite isn't necessarily true. There can be dragons without orbs, but whenever you see orbs, look for dragons. Why do I call them dragons? 7 years ago, I thought they were dragonflies. If you're a new viewer, you're assuming that these are bugs or birds. That is a correct assumption if you're a new viewer. Please watch a few other videos and you'll probably quickly see what the rest of us have realized. There are very fast moving objects right in front of us. We are not seeing them, fortunately. Digital cameras can see them, they can record them, and we can post it and show everyone and share. All right, let's go. Okay, super. I wanted to post a screenshot here just to do a quick review. Of course, all of us want to know what these dragons look like when they're stationary. I'm starting to lean toward the barbell, the separation of hemispheres, and it's very similar to the warp drive. Remember the choke point where the electric current has to go through a choke point, and at that point, theoretically, the electric current, which is at the speed of light, will accelerate past the speed of light, which at that choke point will collapse the space-time continuum. So I want to just start to point that out there, like we could be looking at a barbell technology. And I'm going to show you some other videos, other dragon videos that appear to be barbells. All right, let's go forward. Good. Okay, super. So I found this dragon video, random, just looking logically where dragons will show up. This is in Korea, and this is slowed down to 12%. The whole point is that when you stop this and enlarge it, you can see somewhat of a barbell. So I really just want to keep that concept open, put it on the table. I think logically, this is how they're doing this. Now, I do have a few dragon videos, photos. They do not look like barbells, but we got to keep an open mind and keep it on the table. And of course, when better cameras come along, 8K, 12K, 16K, we're going to get more definitive answer here. But this is, I think we're off to a really good start. I think we're ahead of ourselves, and I think we're going to keep up. And we're, like I always said, we're going to figure this out. It doesn't matter how advanced they are or what they are. No matter what the correct answer is, we are going to figure it out. Okay, let's go to the next. Okay, quick reference. I showed this last week. Again, this one of the better UFO photos there. Again, the whole point is that there's a choke point on these. Now, maybe not all ships have like a choke point, but I'm sure the physics, the technology's very similar. But this is something we want to look for. We kind of want to look for a barbell format and see how it's applicable for this space travel. All right, let's go to a photo taken in Brazil from Bruno. He just sent this. And he was just doing a one-time experiment, turns his camera on, this thing flies by. I had to slow it down to 1%. It was so friggin' fast. It was ridiculous. And I interpolated it. And then when you enlarge each frame, I think there's some bar. Look at this. This is one of the better ones. Check that out. That just totally looks like a sphere divided, separation of a sphere. There's a choke point, like a portal point. So let's keep an open mind here. This is very fascinating stuff, and it's happening right in front of us all over the world. It's just the only mystery we can't figure out is why is Marina del Rey infested? Something very odd about that. It's got to be an underground base here. It's just got to be, especially again with the Malibu base being deleted, theoretically gone forever. We'll get to it. We'll get to it. All right, let's go to the next video here. Okay, so check this out. This one is a first phenomenon. First phenomenon. It's from Alex. Thank you very much, from Florida. He's at a stoplight. He's just recording an airplane. And all of a sudden, look what his camera does. He is not shaking his hand. He is not shaking his hand. He's just sitting there. I think, in my opinion, I mean, you guys can figure this out, but I think a dragon was trying to hack his camera. Maybe it didn't want to be recorded. Nevertheless, the camera looks like it was fighting back. As amazing as it sounds, it looks like the software in these iPhones are somewhat smart enough to resist a hack. So the camera's pushing, the dragon's pushing, and they're going back in nanoseconds, just like, I'm going to hack you, and the camera's saying, no, you're not. No, you're not. And what can I say here? You share, please share what you think is going on here. Is this normal? I've never seen this before. I've just, granted, I'll reach back out to Alex. How old is the camera? What model? What make? Does the camera have a history of this? This is just weird coincidence that you're filming an airliner where there's supposed to be a dragon. You know, there's some electrical engineers watching. What do you think? What do you think? Some of you probably have worked on these phones and you know what's going on. I mean, it scared Alex, as you can see at the end of the video. I don't blame him. I'd be screaming too. It's just, this is nuts. So I guess you might say this is a little bit of a concern, but it's all science, and we need to know. We need to know. We need to know the nothing. We need to know the something, the little points, the big points, all data. We need to know. That's the only way we're going to figure this out. Please remember to like, subscribe, comment. I could use your support. Share a friend. custodianfile@gmail. Well, let's go to the next. Beautiful. Look at this from Chip. Look at this pencil. Look at this pencil cigar UFO. This is like at 3%. Look at these puppies, and you can kind of see the Cuvier warp field with the two plasma jets. Evidently, I think Dr. Miguel Cuvier figured this out. I think he's right on the money. I do, and you can see it on these ships here. So it looks like more or less, if a real UAP, and I don't really care for the UAP, if a real UFO is flying by, if it's stationary, maybe you will not see a plasma jet because there's so small, little energy being utilized. But if this thing's moving, I think all UFOs for this point, this might be the new standard. Look for the plasma jet, just like a race car, just like fighter jets, an afterburner. You're gonna just like rockets taking off. You're gonna see plasma jets or fire jets in this case. Super. Okay, let's go to another video here. Okay, here's the last video of the day here. That is the Lidar chopper, the 216. The Lidar, they've been coming around, flying around a lot, and they trade off. There's the 216 and then there's the 220. and they're coming in, they're mapping, they're flying over Marina del Rey, they're flying grids over the ocean. So over the ocean and Marina del Rey. Obviously, they're getting results because they keep coming back. So it's the same technology that you saw on Skinwalker with the Lidar when they're in the helicopter and they got a picture of the UFO. It looked like a tower from the ground. Same thing. They're getting results. They're getting photos. So as a matter of fact, they were even here today again. So I will show you all those videos. They're getting tagged. The LiDAR people are getting tagged. So that will do it for today. This is Robert at Custodian File. Until the next video, thank you for watching. Stay safe. Bye-bye.